Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Yes, it's me, April Love, here in Boston, wishing you a blessed time. Truly hope you're finding reasons to smile, to laugh, to enjoy life, to appreciate everything and everyone around you. So this is another very late vlog, Motivational Monday, and this time I'm not going to talk about specifically you and lifting yourself up and all that. What I am going to talk about is giving back and the importance of reaching out to others and how reaching out to others can actually ultimately help you to help yourself. Because I know for me, one of the greatest joys I have is giving back to others, doing for others, letting others know that they're appreciated, that they're loved, that they're cared for, that someone's looking out for them. Recently, if you saw the last vlog I put out over the weekend, where I talked about going downtown and passing out food and a little bit of money, and how I was going to record it, but I didn't. And forget the reason why I didn't record it, but the fact that I did it anyway, it was just something that I felt like I wanted to do, and I've been wanting to do it for a couple weeks, and I specifically wanted to do it with either my cousin Marie or my niece, just to kind of teach them the value of giving to others, and not just thinking about yourself. Because we do need to think about ourselves the majority of the time, in a sense. We need to be able to take care of ourselves. We need to be able to provide for ourselves, to protect ourselves, to keep ourselves moving and positive and going and all that good stuff. But there are people that are able to do that for one reason or another, and we as humans are very quick to judge. We're very quick to look at a homeless person or someone that's struggling and say, well, they're lazy, or if they have a drug or a substance abuse problem, we sit there and go, I'm not going to support their habit. I'm not, they put themselves where they are. That may be the case, but especially for those of us that claim to be religious in one way or another, we're taught not to judge. But what's the first thing we ever do is judge and criticize and berate the other person for the situation they find themselves in, or the behavior that they're living and whatnot, instead of trying to understand where they are. And even if you don't ask about their story, we don't necessarily show the compassion that we should be showing, and that we would one day hope we would get if we found ourselves in a not so pleasant situation, whether it's homelessness or illness or addiction or whatever, what have you. So, and the thing is when you start helping other people, or you start trying to understand where other people are in their world, it helps you to reflect on yourself and helps you to appreciate the things you really do have. Because if you listen to a lot of celebrities, if you listen to a lot of motivational speakers, they do tell you to appreciate what you have and go from there. Or, don't take for granted what you already have, whether it's a roof over your head, a few pennies in your pocket, because there's always someone there's always someone worse off. That doesn't mean you have to feel guilty about what you have. You appreciate it, and if you can share it, share it. And if this person is down and out in one way or another, whether it's a listening ear, whether it's a motivational talk, whether you throw them a few bucks, a sandwich, whatever, in turn, it's going to help you to kind of look back at yourself. And I kind of did this the other day, where I was laying on the couch. I think Sunday afternoon, I was on the couch but I was on the couch for a little while, and I slept most of the day. Even today, I slept most of the day, and I was in pain. I had no energy, and I thought to myself, I could just break my fast right now, go in the kitchen, grab some water, grab an orange, grab something that's going to help to boost my energy. And then I stopped and thought for a second. It is literally that easy for me to be able to do that. But there are people, I'm sure I have neighbors that I don't even realize how much they're struggling, that even though they might have a roof over their head, they don't have the luxury to go in the kitchen and find something to eat. And maybe their water isn't as clean as mine. Or, they can't afford to go get medicine. Or they can't afford to do whatever. And one of the reasons why Muslims fast is to kind of get an understanding of what others are going through. Because you know full well that around the world, whether it's in this country, this city, or, in a so-called third world country, that there are people that do not have clean water, they do not have enough food to eat, they don't have clothes to change in regularly. There's a lot of luxuries that we have, including eating and drinking water, that we all take for granted. But when we stop and realize that, it helps us to go, you know what, I can make it through this day. I can give back to someone that may be struggling, and knowing that you're doing something good, it helps to lift your spirits as well as that person's. And, hopefully it, starts a chain reaction. And like I've always said for my vlogs, my radio show, my shirt designs, I'm trying to spread love and positivity. And even with this is not my typical motivational speech, but it's more about appreciation and giving back, and how, especially if you're someone that believes in karma, or believes in God, or believes in, what you put out, you get back. So if you're helping other people, eventually that help, or that, whatever you did is going to come back to you. In some cases, it will come back to you tenfold. And even if it doesn't, do it without expectation. Don't do it without judgment. And, it'll just the emotional feeling of it should be reward enough. Anyway, I can continue to ramble on, but I hope you got some kind of value out of what I just talked about, because I'm doing this, I'm saying it because I appreciate you, and I believe that we need to show more love and understanding to our neighbors, even those that we don't actually know firsthand. We need to start reaching out to each other, and that's the best way for the world to change to something beautiful. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something from it. And until next time, like, love, share, and inspire. Much love. Peace.